Welcome to the Oil and Gas Report, brought to you by Katch. I'm your host, Rob Hislop. We have moved all our equipment out of our Edmonton-based studio and have headed over to Vancouver. We're in this city for the Globe 2012 conference. Now, in case you're not familiar with it, it's something that's actually been around for quite a while. It started back in 1990 and goes every 2 years. What it does is it brings together leaders of industry, all sorts of people from various industries, and they're talking about trying to make the world a better place. We've been fortunate enough to land a lot of interviews, corporate executives, international agencies, urban leaders, financial executives as well, government policymakers, as well as environmental industry executives. Of course, being from Alberta, we've got a lot of oil sands representation as well. And again, this is the Globe 2012 conference. It's held in March in Vancouver. The theme this year, building a sustainable economy for the 21st century. Joining us now is Fahad Al Gergawi from Dubai, and you are, I'm going to read your card right here, CEO Dubai Foreign Investment Office. Why would you come to Globe 2012?
Because this is the ultimate place to meet the all green economy global players, plus learning curve for us in Dubai. At the same time, looking at showcasing what Dubai have achieved in terms of green initiatives and different prospect of enabling our city to be more clean tech friendly.
Okay. Now, Dubai is known for being clean, and for having amazing developments. I mean, money is not as big an issue for you as it is for other people in other parts of the world. Am I right?
I think money is a big issue for everyone, but but the most important right now is sustainability of having enough money to develop it for your economy. This is the most important. This is where we are coming to, not only to enjoy the beautiful city of Vancouver, but also to have a better overview of where this is going and how we can be a global player in everything we do, plus in the green initiatives and the clean technology that this event is taking care of.
So, you told me off camera that you've been to Vancouver many times before.
Yeah.
When you look at the difference of a Canadian city compared to Dubai, what do you see when it comes to sustainability and things that you think that we could do here, or things that you might be able to take back with you?
I think one of the earliest things would come to your mind would be environment, being a hot climate, being a North Pacific climate. But at the same time, we are all human, and we're looking at our cities' growth and where the sustainable development would be there for the people to enjoy later. My children, my neighbors, people who are living there. It's all about people. It's about developing something that will sustain the nice, let's say, living condition for people that they're enjoying now, and we would like to have them enjoying it even better later on.
Right. Do you think that you're faced with the same challenges as we might be over here?
Challenges would be overall the same. The difference is the internal environment of each, let's say, location and what it takes to bring that. The most maybe challenge, as I will call, and in Dubai we like challenges because they are part of growth, and development, is the putting that system or mindsets towards clean technology as part of the living of the city. We are honored to have joined with Globe into bringing an epic Dubai for the Middle East, North Africa, and this is one of the areas we think that will grow in the next future. But at the same time, we're looking at other areas of development of our own economy. We had just lately an announcement from the federal government. His Highness have announced the federal strategy of green economy until 2021, which is part of what we want to have. It's more sustainable development for our economy that will reflect on people's life, not only into their pockets, but on their condition of living, something that they will appreciate for their even children. This is why I think it's important to look at your own perspective of your own environment and how, which areas are of concern. Currently, we are into developing mindsets, especially that we are looked at, if Dubai can do it in our region, we can do it. So Dubai is looked as a pioneer into developing into new areas of not only economic but lifestyle and so many other things. I think it's also an obligation for us to continue this forefront and looking at clean technology as part of a future prospect of our living and economic condition.
You talk about clean technology, I mean, obviously oil comes into play with you.
Yeah.
Do you try and get away from oil and go to other areas?
Actually, we are away from oil. We are, and Dubai economy is way non-dependent on oil. Our oil income is very low. It's only, contribution is only 3% on our GDP.
Not very much, okay.
So we are known in the region and globally. We are a trading and services city. So we are merchant by nature. We are very well diversified into trade, logistics, finance, tourism, IT, media, and so many other things. That's why we think it's all about how we also have a thumb in our region, how we can enable the whole, system to be integrated in our region. But of course, Dubai is a pioneer into developing of new things, pioneer into implementing new systems, ways, implementation of new technologies as well. And I think this is a challenge as well, but we love challenges in Dubai.
When you talk about clean technology, what are you talking about then?
We talk about something that is very simple. All economies around us, and this is where, when we talk around us, it's the catchment market of Dubai. It's Middle East, North Africa, Indian subcontinent, and East African market. These are 2.2 billion people. It's 1/3 of world population that are underserved, that would like to get products, services, and thoughts and ideas, and so many things. With huge population, mainly young, with huge need of sustainable development and infrastructure development, I think there is a big room to capture for so many companies that is looking at our region. And I think we can support those companies' setups to grow their businesses in the region. We know that the infrastructure, at least in the Gulf, 6 countries in the Gulf, which we are part of in UAE, the need for infrastructure development until 2025 is $2.4 trillion US. This is huge by all means. And that opens a big room for governments and private sector to look into so many different ways into reducing that cost that will be more beneficial to look into other alternatives in terms of energy, in terms of living, in terms of infrastructure, and so many other things.
Do you think that now is the time? Because these are issues that have been plaguing the region for years. You mentioned 2.2 billion people. These are people that have probably deserved more than they've had for a long time.
Yes.
Is this the time to solve the problems that the area faces, do you think?
I think this is an interesting time because it comes into two. One, people looking at a new economic development plan that will have a better sustainable, let's say, result and better economic conditions for so many new governments been formed. And at the same time, it's a new era in the world where people are looking at the 2000s decade is gone. We are facing new challenges, what we can do and how we can bring new ideas and let's say innovative ideas to cut costs in our mission and our way of developing and our even way of having a better sustainable living. It's not only what we used to do, but what we used to think of. I think it's all about mindsets change, at the same time new economic development areas that will give hope to new population, new generation that is more educated, that requires more different things than the past. And that comes in a very right condition, and we are in the forefront of it in Dubai.
Right. It's interesting because you mentioned you want to have something set up for your children. Here in Canada, people always say that, but I think we live more for the moment. Governments go into debt, and it just keeps piling up, so that's what we're giving our children as opposed to a healthy legacy. Do you believe then in Dubai and in your region you will be able to do something and actually improve the region for your children?
I think in the early beginning, since 2000 and even earlier, since the mid-90s, Dubai have been in the forefront of developing so many new ideas to the region. And we were a catalyst of change. We developed so many things. We started that with economic development, but hey, what economic development is? It's a better future for my people, better future for my children, for the new generation. And this is where we're looking at it. There's new challenges in the world, but with challenges there comes new opportunities that cut a lot of burden that of cost, of wrong ways of let's say living, wrong ways of doing, let's say wrong infrastructure development. That is costly on the people and on the environment. How we can make it sustainable, but how we can make it also give it a longevity in terms of its life. Around us there is Africa. Africa needs a lot of development, but is that sustainable? Is aid that we are giving them is sustainable? Or can we do it, for example, with solar? That will be more sustainable, that it's easy to fix. There are so many ideas around us. And when we are saying that, Dubai have been looked in the region that we are let's say a big lab in the region of new ideas, new ways of developing. That suits us around our region. But within that we have some failure, which is always fine, because we've been taught in Dubai that without trying new things, you will not reach anywhere. That's why the biggest, let's say, mistake in our life is not to do a mistake at all, because we'll stay just where we are. That's why we're trying new things. We're coming here with a big delegation of more than 20 people, of 6 entities of public, private and semi-private, government and non-government department, coming all together to learn, to showcase where we are, and to tell the people that we are ready, and we are global, ready to start even giving the companies who are here within the same sector clean technology. There is a big room of growth in our region. We just need to convey the right message, press on the right buttons, and change the mindset that sustainable living can be done.
Fahad, thank you very much for joining us today.
Our pleasure.
We've been chatting with Fahad Al Gergawi from Dubai.